We start today with the latest on the coronavirus front. Pfizer says 3 COVID-19 vaccine doses are enough to neutralize the Omicron variant. Pfizer and BioNTech released preliminary lab studies about the variant on Wednesday. Scientists found that 2 doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine don't give sufficient protection against the Omicron strain. However, they found 3 doses improves protection against the variant. Both companies are now developing a specific vaccine for Omicron. It is expected to be available by March. And meantime, Omicron has now surfaced in Bermuda. The Minister of Health, Kim Wilson, made that announcement at a press conference on Tuesday, saying it was discovered in an arrival test of someone who flew into the island last weekend.
Bermuda currently has 31 active cases, all of which are persons under public health monitoring, and no one is in hospital. Of all active cases, 26 are imported, 2 are classified as local transmission, and 3 are currently under investigation. We have undertaken genome sequencing on all of our active cases, and while most of them are the Delta variant, 1 case is the Omicron variant. The sequencing was done by MDL Lab, and it indicates the presence of Omicron in 1 imported case identified over the weekend.
And now the health minister said since this is the first time a local lab completed genomic sequencing for the Omicron variant, the sample will be sent for sequencing overseas as part of the island's quality assurance process. She added that contact tracing for the Omicron case has been completed and those close contacts of the individual are in quarantine.
We only have the 1 case at this time. The government has proceeded slowly in relaxing our border protocols. So unlike other countries, which are hurrying up and reimposing testing and quarantine requirements, our existing sound testing and surveillance policies are working to our advantage. The Omicron variant was identified quickly, and in our view, there is no need to panic.
And now the Omicron variant, which the World Health Organization has identified as a variant of concern, has been detected in more than 50 countries since first being confirmed in South Africa. Researchers are conducting studies to better understand the variant, and it is not yet clear whether it is more transmissible compared to other variants. And switching gears now in Puerto Rico, the first event celebrating the NFT community was held. As our Francis Felix reports, it's the latest revolution where virtual and real-world humans can interact as avatars.
The NFT non-fungible tokens community celebrates his first summit in Puerto Rico called Metaverso.
This is Puerto Rico's first NFT summit. It was put on together by myself as well as Amanda Cassett, one of the co-founders of Serotonin, and we just basically wanted to get the best and brightest minds from around the world to kind of gather here in Puerto Rico. It's a place that we both call home. I've been here for 4.5 years now, and I really wanted to kind of help bring the NFT culture to PR so that the local economy can benefit from it and local artists and creatives can learn more about NFTs.
How you were able to get together all this community here?
It was just, we started planning this months ago, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, and we wanted to just get some of the brightest minds in the community down here. I'm a very active member and collector in the NFT space, so when I reached out to a couple people, they were really happy to become part of it. And a lot of people, the crazy thing is it's their first time here in Puerto Rico, so that has been really awesome too, of exposing them to this amazing island.
G-Money, one of the coordinators of the event, tells us that they expect for the people in Puerto Rico to be involved in this team. Metaverso discovered the latest in crypto's culture sphere with a focus on Puerto Rico's growing contributions and to meet the top global companies, influencers, and artists driving the NFT movement. Reporting from Santurce, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.
All right, thanks, Francis. Well, meantime, history will be made in the Turks and Caicos this week as folks are spending lots of time walking, kayaking, and cycling. Our One Caribbean News' Deandra Hamilton has more on the event called Footsteps for Good.
Turks and Caicos Islanders are all set to make history this week as they circumnavigate the island chain for the first time. The event, called Footsteps for Good, began on Saturday, December 4th. Since then, Islanders and visitors have been participating in the multi-day, multi-discipline event, which has seen them walking distances over 20 miles, kayaking between keys, and cycling along roadways. Participants of the event provided updates of their progress.
Here we are on the beautiful Pine Key. Give us a wave, people. Yay! About 6 miles in, about 5 to go. Just looking for our water crossing to Fort George, and we'll be on our way.
The program was created by Jill Beckingham, the wife of the former TCI governor. It was picked up by the current governor's wife, Amanda Dakin, and launched in conjunction with One TCI and the Provo Roadrunners. The event started on the island of Providenciales and is set to cover 200 miles of land and sea and touch 24 islands and keys.
So here we are on Little Water Key. Horrendous rainstorm coming in. And our first island that we've crossed after our adventurous little kayak.
Footsteps for Good is more than just a challenge. Mandy Dakin is focused on the charities the event was created to support. Participants can choose from an extensive list including the Salvation Army, the Red Cross, Cancer Society, the Kidney Foundation, the National Trust, the Provo Children's Home, Edward Gartland Youth Center, and the Ashley Learning Center. $20 entry fee from each participant will be allocated to their choice charity.
The number of water crossings coming in. Got Mandy and Fraser in front, and a long beach ahead.
Footsteps for Good is set to run until December 16th.
And that was our Deandra Hamilton reporting there. Well, meantime, if you've been doing a bit of Christmas shopping on Amazon and you got an email on Tuesday saying your Amazon order is running late, you're not alone. Amazon's cloud service network suffered a major outage, one that lasted for hours and brought down services around the world. Yeah, deliveries were canceled, apps didn't respond. Not just Amazon, though. Even customers trying to book flights on airlines couldn't connect. Roughly 5 hours after problems were first reported, the company said that many services had recovered, but noted that others were still working towards a full recovery.